Hi, Gibaud, Gibaud.com, and today I'm going to speak about an app that maybe the name you've heard it, Aperty, because when actually I speak about my affiliated links, I always say you have a special discount with my code ERIC10 with Luminar, Neo, and Aperty. So some people have asked in comments, what is Aperty? So I'm going to speak about it. It's an app that you actually use for retouching skin, faces, body for portrait photography or fashion photography. So I'm going to demo how it works and tell you what I like about it. But I can already tell you why I really like it. Because I think this is one of these rare pieces of software that when you retouch skin, it's still natural. You still have the texture and everything. But let's speak about it. Let's start. I think the best way for you to know if this software is something good for what you want to do and what you use, I'm going to do a demo with several pictures, but before I give you a few data. First, this software helps you to have things a lot more automatic and you save a lot of time with that. Also, the app is so different from other services that exist. This one, you don't need to be connected to the internet. It actually works as a standalone on your computer, doesn't need to access the internet, and also you can use it as a plugin in other apps. So honestly, this is a great news because sometimes you don't want to use your bandwidth or you're not connected to the internet, and you can still use all the feature of this app. You save a lot of time because not only there are things that are automatic, if you compare to photo retouching in a classical way with you go each dot one by one or each spot or whatever, or you do frequency separation to actually retouch photos, all that takes a lot of time. On this is everything is a lot faster. And also you can work in batch. Let's say I retouch a picture, I like the way it looks, the face is nice, the eyes, all this. I can copy my setting and apply them to another picture or several other pictures. So it's really time saving. And what I said at the beginning is really nice because it keeps a natural look, natural texture. It doesn't look like plastic or porcelain, and this is probably the thing I love most about this app. You can retouch picture, you can remodel the faces and shapes, reshape. You can actually put some makeup also. So this is a great app, easy to use. But at the beginning, if you're not sure how to use it, there are some presets, 50 presets. So it can really help you get some results from day one, or from second one, you get some results until you know how to use the software. So before I show you the demo, I'll remind you that in case you would like get this software, there's a link in the description and get a discount code. ERIC10 give you a 10% discount extra on top of any offer they have. You still place my code, it's cheaper for you. This code is not just for Aperty, it's also for Luminar Neo. Use my link in the description and you get to try it and see if it's for you. So I'll leave you with the demo and see you in a second. So here we are in the Aperty. I've placed some pictures already, okay? And here you have several sections so you can work with your picture. I've loaded raw files. You could actually work with other formats like JPEG or TIFF, but the good thing about this piece of software is that you can actually develop your raw right now if you want, right in there, okay? So if it's the first time you're going to do photo retouching and you have no idea what to do, you have some presets here, and this is a great option. Like if I go to retouch, for example, there's some preset by Juliette Trotti, for example. I'll say flawless skin, for example, and it's going to calculate and make the retouch directly in there without me doing anything. I can obviously decide on the quantity. As all the changes you're going to do, you can click here on the small eye, see the before and after. You can also do all this way, so you can here you have a slider, so you can actually see before and after. So that's easy, and every time you want to undo something, you just click here and it will undo it. Okay, so easy. So here you have a lot of preset for colors, for creative, for retouch, for whatever, and your own preset if you want. So once you know a bit how to do with preset, probably you want to do yourself things. So we're going to do that. First here you have some mask. I'm not going to show you because the video would be really too long, but I'm going to show you here. Obviously you can start with the thing that corresponds to cropping, like changing size, all this, correcting vertical, correct the optics, all this. But what I want to show you today is really what you can do regarding photo retouching, skin, all this for portrait and fashion and things like this. Here, obviously, you have the all raw development section here. That you can do everything you could do in Luminar Neo or in other software you would use for developing raw. You can white balance, exposure, contrast, highlight, shadows, curves, black and white, everything you want you will find here. So this is great that you don't have to use a different software if you want to do that part. And we're going to close it, and now we're going to get to the section that really interests me and the one I use. I think the one most people who buy Aperty would use, because otherwise it's nonsense to buy this. It's better to buy Luminar Neo if you're not going to use advanced photo retouching. So here I've got a section here. We're gonna start with the skin correction. As you can see here, I can correct and it can go 100%, so you do see the difference. And here, as you can see, when I click here, it shows before and after what I've just done. And here I would say this is a general. Right now I've just done one change, so one modification, so it's exactly the same. If I were several, I can select each and decide if it's okay. So it's here. Before I forget, you have all this on the right, but here at the top left you also have two things. One, if you want to retouch locally and change, burn, erase or dodge, you can work on there. Or if you want to erase something, like here there's a small thin here, I could actually adjust the size. And you can also clone also, okay. I want to erase it. I'm going to erase just a small part so you see it, okay, and it's erased. Okay, so as you can see, it's really easy. If I want to undo, I just click here and I undo. Now after these two things, let's go back to where I was. That was here. Okay, so blemish, skin wrinkles. Well, Karen is not really wrinkled, but still you could work on the wrinkle. And when you move this slider, it switches on the three options. The forehead, well, we cannot say she's much wrinkled, so you won't see the difference. When you want to go back to 0, you can also double click on the slider, on the dot, and it will do it. On the eye, as you can see, there's a really slight wrinkle that is really natural. I would never remove it, but just for you to see, I can actually remove this wrinkle right here. Sorry, here. Did I remove it? And you can see, as you can see, the eye is in this area here. You can see remove, okay. And if you had some smile line, I could actually remove them also, but she hasn't got, she's too young for that, okay. Then the face skin, I can actually play on the smoothness of the skin. I'm going to put maximum so you actually see it. Real difference here, see the difference, okay. Really take care, and also can decide on the size of the details I want to get smoother. What's really important when you do skin smoothing, so often we just zoom on the picture and see how it goes. And actually it's important to zoom out, because otherwise the face could look like plastic, okay. So it's important to always zoom in, zoom out to check smoothness is nice. By the way, here as you can see, this small dot that is here, small dot that is here and here, if I want to remove it, I would go to erase here, okay, and I would simply select the dots that is here, okay, and remove it. That's simple, okay. Or here you also have this here, okay. So it's completely possible to do at any time, okay. So the wrinkles, now let's see the face skin. We were here. You can correct the amount of what you're doing. You can also work on the face skin colors. sometimes the color is not uniform, or depends because of the makeup or because of the heat or whatever, or people just have a different skin and you maybe want to work on that. Then you have the dark circle. You can actually remove them. If I go maximum, it looks really flat right now, but you can adapt as you want. What is fantastic about this software is that actually you keep the texture. As you can see, texture is still present. It's not really plastic. I really like that. When you're going to retouch a face, lighting is really important. So you could actually, yeah, you can see I give some light. I can minimum a bit, okay? And also I can remove highlights like this, the shine, okay? I can actually remove the shine to make it exactly as I wish, like this, as you can see. So what's for the skin? Now let's get to the eyes. The eyes, let's look here. At any time I can get an iris flare, as you can see. So I can give life to it, but I can actually change the color of the iris if I want. Let's say I want that she has blue eyes, that's blue. I can play on the iris flare, but also on the iris visibility. So this is like, I adjust the amount of color that is there. Before, after, okay? I can make green if I want, for example, okay? Anything I want. If I want to go back to the original, okay, as you can see, the original is here. I also want to remove some reddish things in the eye. I can actually remove them. I don't like to do that too much because it normally in eyes they always have some red things, so it's normal to have it a bit, okay? The eye whitening, don't overdo it because it will look really horrible like this. As you can see, it's calculating right now. I think it's too much, okay? And the eye enhancement, that will give life to your eye in an automatic way. You're going to see this is getting clearer a bit like this. If you can, even if you're a bit far, you do see the difference on the eye, sorry, here. You do see the difference on the eye, they get more, more shiny and nicer, I think. You see before and after. I think this is really nice. So far, if you want to see the difference, what we've done since the start, okay? Then the mouth. The mouth you can also retouch. You could get the teeth whiter. Obviously here, she doesn't show her teeth, no point to show you. And sometimes the lips that have some blemish, as you can see here. So I can actually remove it a bit, so it's a bit less, a bit better, okay? Well, in that case situation, the portrait is a bit far, so you will not see this anyway. But if it was really a close portrait, you would need to see it. And the lip smoothing, be aware with that. In the case of Karen, she has some piercing here, and they also get a bit smoothened too, okay? So, but it's something you should use checking what you're doing, obviously. Let's look at makeup. Here, I could get some blush just on the cheek if I want. Okay, or cheek and nose. Right, cheek and nose, everything. Obviously, I'm overdoing it. I should not do such an amount, okay? I can also decide on the color if I want to, from pink, let's put a bit more so you do see it a lot. And to the tone, you use the tone you want, okay? So it's down to you, I want to do that. Then the width, it is the height of the blemishing of the the blushing, then the X and Y axis, so you place it exactly as you want. I normally don't like to do that kind of retouching, but well, if it's something you need or want, it's possible. You also have what we call the contour, as you will see right now. It's going to give some contrast around the face and the nose. As you can see, you do see a more, yeah, you see the difference? You do see it. Then you can obviously feather, so you decide on the transition, okay? So that can give a lot of character to your picture. Then the highlights, you can actually bring highlights to the face, to the portrait. as you want. Same thing, you can feather it to adjust exactly as you want. Maybe I'll put too much. I'm just demoing you. Obviously, maybe I would not do the retouching exactly like this. Then you have the eyeliner. I could put some eyeliner a bit. I can actually, it's applying it, it's a bit pinkish. As you can see here, it goes to the eye, it should be a bit better. But if I was really facing, I think it would be better. It's a pity I cannot fix it exactly where I want here. You can actually decide on the color of this blushing also, and the glow, everything you can adjust. Personally, I don't like to do that, but if you want it, it is possible. So let's remove it. When I double click, as you can see here, it comes to 0. I can enhance the eyebrow. As you can see, when I do it, you go ahead there, and it will go darker, more sharpen, all this. So I can put halfway. Then let's work on the mouth. I could better the saturation of the lips, quitting maximum, so you set. I can also change the tone if I want. I'm going to exaggerate a lot so you see the difference, okay? As you can see, you see a lot of difference here. And also I could darken, okay? But I could say, no, I don't want to change color. I don't want to change saturation. I just want to darken the lips because I think it's better for the way it looks, for example. Here, okay? That's what's the original. And then when I move, as you can see, so you can actually work this way. Then you have the body skin, but for that I will show you with another picture where we see the body. But as you can see, I can really play on the face and do a big difference. Let's see before and after. Look at the eye, look at the lips. I'll show you this way, okay, with the slider, so you do see a difference. I think it's a lot nicer. I love that it respects the original smoothing, the original texture, sorry. It doesn't over smooth the face. I think this is really good. In the body section, we still find some things that correspond to face, like you can get the face slimmer. It's calculating right now, okay, really slim or a lot larger, okay. Same thing with the eye, the shape of the eye. You can, as you can see, it comes like this small doll, okay, you can play with that. Then the eyebrow arch, the shape it has, okay, I can work on that. Then the eyebrow position, I would say more than position, I would say the thickness. For me, it looks more like thickness. The eyebrow distance, far away or close, like this, you can work on that. Then we look at the nose bridge shape. You can see it's thinner here, so you can play with that, okay. The tip of the nose, the shape, okay, you can play on that, and also its position. If someone has a nose that isn't straight, you can actually put it straight if you want. Same thing on the X axis and also on the Y axis. The mouth, the lips position, you can see you can put the mouth a bit higher, you can play with that. The shape of the lip, as you can see, it grows the top lip, the upper lip. Let's look at the lower lip, same thing, as you can see, you can play with that. Then we'll check the body shape with another picture. As you can see, you can really adapt and change, model the shape of the face as you want. Obviously, it depends on what you want to do. For some people, this thing is not ethical. Other people, they think it's great. So I'm just here to show you the tool. Then you do use it or not. It depends on what you want to do, okay? So I'm going to pick another picture to show you the skin smoothing. Let's go here. I go here, I was on the skin, body skin. As you can see, I'm going to smooth to the maximum, so you see difference. You can see with that, it takes away a bit. It takes away a bit of contrast on the tattoo, okay. And I can also adjust the detail size to make sure it's as I want. Okay, I'll remove this. I go back to this. Then that was for the face. Okay, before going any further, I'll show you one thing. Right now, I'm happy with the skin I've done, the retouch I've done. I could perfectly work in batch, so I copy the editing I've done so far. Okay, I select another picture. Let's take the other picture that is here. It's loading right now. So as you can see, it will show you that it's not perfect, and I could paste the edit. When you paste it, it zooms out, okay? And right now I've got exactly the same edit on both. Look at the eyes here, okay? And look, it's not loaded yet, okay? As you can see, okay, here it is right now. And here it is loading also the settings I've made. So you save a lot of time because I've created the retouch the way I wanted on one picture, and then I save this. Obviously, maybe after I could remove this here, whatever, a few change, but the basic adjustment, or the important adjustment, which is the skin tone, all this, the eyes, all this, they've been copied and pasted. So this is really nice. Now there are more things, like if I want, I could go to, here I'm going to the raw development to put a bit of exposure. I just wanted to show you one thing. There is a thing that allows you, here it was, to do bokeh, what was it that was here? Okay, sorry. Light control, bokeh, sorry. Bokeh here. I could actually put more out of focus behind, but beware, as you can see, it's going to fail because it's not a close portrait. You actually here, you can see it fails here because this is a full body, okay? But you know that you can actually play on the bokeh. So on this part, you can, this section here, we come back just after. We're going to go to the body part here. You can also change the shape of the body. Right now, body is here. I can actually get Isana fatter or slimmer, okay? I can also get the abdomen in a bit, okay? So you can also play on the body shape. Now let's go to this, which is where I can play. I'm going to go back to here. And here you can actually play on the lighting. So you could perfectly, like here, place, show on the canvas where is the light coming from, give more light. Oh, sorry, here, see, okay. Oh, sorry, I double clicked, sorry, I removed this one, okay. I give more light on this one, okay. As you can see here, I can actually give some hue and give a tone to this. I can play with that. I can actually custom the texture, things like this. See, as you can see, you can do effects, okay, on the colors, on the light that is coming, like a water drop, whatever. I can play with all that, okay. So this is really complete to be with that. I can also play, so I'm going to remove this. So you have the original. Okay, remove it, hide, okay. Now let's go to the LUTs. Actually, if you have some favorite type of colors you want to place, you can do it here or put your own LUTs, okay. So this is really nice. And same thing, if you pick a LUT, let's say Long Beach, for example, you can actually work on the amounts you're going to apply. Also contrast, saturation, everything like this, like more contrast. And as always, you can check what has been applied to this last change. So it's really easy. You could also put some film grain if you want. Let's say I want to have like this type of grain, size, roughness, all this. If you want to give analog looks, you can actually do it. Same thing with vignetting. Vignetting, you can actually place a vignette where it's the center, for example, like this. I can have positive vignetting, negative, positive, and vignetting, also the size. And you can also decide on the roundness, the feather, all this, inner light. You can play with all that. So it's really complete. Then let's go to the high key. If maybe you want to do a picture with high key, you could actually do that kind of high key and also play with the standard high key, okay, or the dynamic high key, play with that. the blacks, play with that. You're going to be able to do all this. Also, you could, when you have some hotkey, you can also play on the glow. Okay, as you can see, the contrast, the saturation, all this to do a full hotkey. So really, really complete. Then that was this section. Here you can always have the information about your file. This is a Fujifilm X-S20 camera, a Yongnuo a lens 15mm 1.8. It was shot all this. I've got all this information here, and really this is really complete. Okay, I think I didn't forget about anything. As you can see, it's a lot of things you can do, and as you can see before, after, and I can still play and work on it and do more things, all this. So it's okay. When I'm happy with it, I can export it, obviously, and I can export it to several formats. Here I've got, I can do JPEG, PNG, TIFF, JPEG 2000, Photoshop, PDF, and export it, fixed resolution, all this, quality, all this. So it's, I would say it's really easy to use. It looks really advanced, but it's not complicated. And the fact that you also have this preset, if you're, you can create your own presets, but if you want to do direct presets like this one, let's check this one. So it goes, okay, it gives a specific look, or the flawless skin I put before, same thing. There's many things you can do with this software, and I think it's really easy to use. Obviously, speaking and doing at the same time is not as easy, but after 10 minutes of using the software, you really get great results. And what I said, as I said before, what I like is that you can really keep some natural skin texture. As you can see, the picture is retouched, but we didn't lose anything natural. I could remove this blemishing here with the feather or this, and with the rubber or this, I could do that. But as you can see, before, after, I think we're still really natural, and it looks really good. Well, honestly, I think with this demo, you have a clear idea of what it can do. Obviously, doing things and speaking at the same time is not easy, so probably do it a lot better when I'm not speaking at the same time, but I think you have an idea of everything you can do with that, and probably I forgot some things, but still it was so yeah, it was a long video to show everything, but for me it's important that when someone decides to try something, it doesn't waste time. That person already has understood what the software can do for you. Okay, so I think this is the best way to present. So sorry if it's a bit long, but I think it was important to speak about everything. So as I said, if you're interested in this piece of software, this app, you can get my link in description there. Don't forget, for Luminar Neo and also for Aperty, get a 10% discount extra with my code Eric10. If you see a special offer, still place my code, which says a voucher or code or whatever. You place it there, it's cheaper for you. Okay, so I hope this video helps you knowing more about this. Thank you so much to Aperty Skylum for sending me a license several months ago. I've been using it, and finally speak about it. So thank you to them. Thank you to you for watching the video. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The small button down here, and there's a small bell. If you click on the bell, you will get notified when I upload a new video. My website, ericgibaud.com. If you have any question, can leave a comment below. Also leave your affiliated links in description. Don't forget, I already said about Aperty and Luminar, the code Eric10, 10% discount extra, and also there are more affiliated links. I have also activated the member area of my YouTube channel. There I don't speak about gear, just about tuition, photography tips. There's a join button just below the video, so you can access exclusive video just for members. And what else? I'll leave you my PayPal account in case you wanted to make a donation. Thank you very much. Please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye.